Carefully and thoroughly stir the individual components of Deco Apox VBE before using thickness, making the surface with a high aesthetic impact. It is possible to choose between a huge variety of colors, all applicable to various types of support: ceramic coatings, screed, sand cement, self-leveling, marble. The preparation of the undercoat is fundamental for the success of the flooring. Proceed with the sanding of the support. The dust generated must be completely vacuumed and removed. Fill any cracks on the support with Deco Mortar Apox BE Tixo, a 2-component epoxy mortar. Fill the cracks and smooth the surface with a steel trowel, paying attention on compacting the surface well. Allow to dry for at least 8 hours. Consolidate the support with Deco Apox VBE, a 2-component epoxy absorption consolidating and uniforming agent. Carefully and thoroughly stir the individual components of Deco Apox VBE before using. Weigh the 2 components with the following ratio: 1 part A plus 2 parts B. Pour component B inside component A and mix slowly for 3 to 4 minutes with a low RPM mixing drill. Slowly add 9 parts of water calculated by weight on component A, always mixing until the mixture reaches a whitish color and a uniform appearance. Within 45 to 60 minutes, apply with a satin roller, avoiding creating excess material, and leave to dry for at least 24 hours. Carefully and thoroughly stir the single components of the 2-component epoxy Sky Primer. Weigh the 2 components with the following ratio: 100 parts A plus 15 parts B. Add component B to component A and mix with a low RPM mixing drill until obtaining a uniform appearance. Add a 3% by weight of epoxy diluent and about 15% of quartz from 0.1 to 0.5 grain, continuing to stir until obtaining a fluid mixture. Apply with a medium-haired roller, careful to make the Isoplam certified glass fiber mesh, previously cut and laid on the surface without creating overlaps, stick well. Enter the surface with Isoplam spiked slippers and dust the quartz grain from 0.3 to 1.8 to reject. Allow to dry for about 24 hours. Remove excess quartz with a single brush with 24-grain sandpaper and vacuum cleaner. Apply the second hand of Sky Primer with steel trowel or round edge flex blade smoother, special blade for resins. Enter the surface with Isoplam spiked slippers and dust the quartz grain from 0.6 to 1.2 to reject. Allow to dry for about 24 hours. Remove excess quartz with a single brush with 16 or 24 grit sandpaper and vacuum cleaner. Mix about 6 liters of Skybond water-based liquid binder with 25 kilograms of Plam hardening powder of the chosen color with Isoplam mixer until a lump-free dough is obtained. Within about 30 minutes, apply the dough with a steel trowel or a flexible trowel, taking care to cut a uniform thickness of about 1.5 millimeters. Allow to dry for about 15-30 minutes, depending on the temperature. Before the first coat is completely dry, enter the surface with Isoplam spiked slippers and spread the dough mix in the same proportions as the first coat with a flexible trowel. The thickness must be a maximum of 0.5 millimeter. As soon as the surface starts to dry, work the floor with a power trowel machine with galvanized disc, then with the finishing steel blades. During processing, spray on the surface E-Red evaporation retardant. Continue to work the surface by increasing the inclination of the blades at each step. Edges and corners must be smoothed manually with a steel trowel. Work the surface until the desired degree of finish is obtained. After at least 24 hours, after drying, sand the surface with a single brush with 120 grit mesh disc. Carefully vacuum all residues of sanding powder and wipe with an electrostatic cloth. Any joints must be made within 24 hours. The powders must be carefully vacuumed and removed with a microfiber cloth. After at least 4 days, it is essential to protect the flooring with Plam Sealing O protective resin, single component acrylic ready for use, or other Isoplam protectors. Apply a cross coat of protective resin with a flat hair roller. After at least 24 hours, mix Plam Polywax before use. Plam Polywax helps protect the surface by giving it a matte appearance. Spray 30 grams of the product on the surface and spread it evenly with Isoplam spreader. The cuts previously made must be sealed with silicone for Isoplam concrete in a shade similar to the color of the floor. Use the appropriate compressed air or manual gun by removing the excess material with a spatula. With a spatula, the Skyconcrete Indoor low-thickness floor must be artfully executed and requires a professional qualification before being applied. For this reason, we train and update our applicators through the Concreativity Workshop. Contact us for more information.